Hi guys, I want to make this video on blank screen because I don't feel like I have my face on camera right now. I'm just a bit upset and pissed off really, but I wanted to make a quick uncut 10-minute video. Um, just just a couple of thoughts really and getting stuff off my chest, I guess. So 2020 has been a shit year. Lockdown hasn't been great, but I don't know, but I'm not gonna say it's messed my head too. It's not messed my head. It's messed a lot of things up, but I haven't messed my head up. I done YouTube quite a bit in the summer, and I still do YouTube now just to keep my mind occupied on things. Not because I ever think I'm gonna get big or anything, but there are some people who watch my videos, and I feel like I may cheer people's days up as well as cheering my days up by making these videos. Um, but yeah, I lost friends this year, lost a girlfriend this year. The year's been quite shit. The end of the year, even though I've lost my girlfriend, there have been positives, but there's positives and negatives to every situation. Um, Passed my dream to go offers for university, and that's what I'm coming to. What I wanna do next year. Um, can I just start by saying, yeah, this video's helping me to get a lot off my chest, and I wanna be. I'm not going to be diplomatic, but I'm not going to say too much because some things are personal, some things I don't mind saying in front of a camera or over or voicing my opinion rather than on the camera because I'm not. But yeah, 2021, even though it's been a sad end of the year, I just want to move forward. The last 2 years I was in my relationship. I say in the last 2 years, for 2 years we together. I grew enormously as a person. I went from a person that didn't want to see the next day, didn't want to wake up, to a person that learned to appreciate themselves. Just because I'm a little bit different from the rest doesn't mean that I'm not as good as some people, or trying to think how to say it, but yeah, not as. They always used to think I was below people, and there are people out there that think I'm above others. But everyone's the same, everyone's different in their own ways. And I used to beat myself up and not enjoy myself and devalue myself when really I'm important as the person next to me, metaphorically speaking, um, as any other person is on you. So I've improved all these 2 years, and especially 2020 I learned to appreciate myself, not care about people. The final click for me was the start of this year when looking back, they weren't really friends. I just forced myself to fit in, but me and a couple of boys, and I'm just, I've for so long I've been diplomatic and never shows the spoke and used to have a way of putting things around things, but kind of arguing with these boys who, when I look back, I don't really regard them as friends because they just weren't, I kind of forced myself in. And that's because I felt like I had to force myself to fit in, whereas now I really don't need to fit in. I'm happy with myself. I always think it's better to have a handful of friends um, than a lot of friends. And I mean friends, like most of the people I speak to on a day-to-day basis, without sounding ignorant, are my friends. I just speak to them as only a handful I can really call friends. to be honest. And that's not being spiteful or being a dickhead, that's just my honest opinion, you know, like, only a handful of people I can really say, you're my friend, um, etc. But don't get me wrong, this year I've spoke to some amazing people, amazing people. Big shout out to Boys Stable Central, you know, that's my boxing group chat. I have a messenger, and I don't personally know any of these guys, but I feel like I got to know them, and I can't wait for when lockdown's over. Hopefully we can go to boxing shows together, you know, or something. But yeah, this boxing group chat really helped me to socialize better. Speaking to different people has helped me to socialize. That's my weakest asset. My socializing skills never been good. It's always been awkward. Can't even order my own food when I go to a restaurant. Barely. I just cringe. I cringe when a teacher asks me in class to speak or to say something. Socially, I'm just really. I hate it. I cringe. I just. But I've learned to improve that this year. I still struggle a lot, but I've improved it. I'm not really good at talking to people. Never have been. I'm more better in formal situations than informal. Like, I just cringe when say when a teacher asks me in class, put my hand up, pay attention on me. I'm just like, sometimes I really just pretend to not know the answer when really I do, because I just really cringe. I've spoken about for 2 minutes now. But yeah, 2021, I aspire to go to university. I aspire to pass my driving test. There's a lot of things I aspire for. I aspire to beat Harley. And I'll talk about that now. Boxing. I mean, a lot of people say that keeping fit is a mental distraction. Helps them out. To me, it's more of a boxing than keeping fit. But you keep fit as you box, if you get me. And just getting myself into shape and getting myself in a mental zone of to beat the person across from you. That's enough for me. No, not the actual fighting. I don't care about actual fighting. You win and you lose some. Is how it is. I've lost plenty and I've won some. Like, to be truthfully honest. And yeah, I just can't wait to get myself in a mental zone again. I want to beat the person across from you. Like I got myself into a zone when I beat Ben, and when I beat Ben, you could argue I was at my worst mental state I've ever been in. When I beat Ben, I had that high for the night. Of seeing the views going up on YouTube and stuff, but literally 2 days later, I was crying my eyes out. I had nothing to do and I had no goals set. And that's why I like these boxing matches, you know. I'm not here to get praise. I'm not here for anything. I'm just want to focus on myself, get myself in a mental mindset. I'm keeping objective, and that's why I call for fights, you know. Because when I box, it just gets me in a mental zone, and I can't wait to do it. Not out of spite, not out of horribleness. And really, because me and Harley have history, you know, it gets me even more in a mental zone, and that's a hell of a challenge to do. I'm relishing it. I don't make braggadocious statements. I don't say I'm gonna knock that person out. You win some, you lose some. I've lost more than I've won. But the zone of having to beat that person across from you. I love the mental aspect of it, and it really determines me, and I can't wait to win. To be honest, I don't care if I win or lose particularly. I just can't wait to win. I don't think I'm gonna lose. There's no reason why I should lose. There's no cockiness. That's just fact, really. In my head, if you don't think you're gonna win, then don't do it. Don't bother. Don't put the gloves on. Don't try. Don't go for your runs. Find someone else to focus on, because everyone is good at something in their own right, and I'll find someone I'm good at. You know, I've turned my hand to boxing. Education is going good at the moment. Socially, I'm better than I ever was, even though I still struggle like hell. And right now I'm quite sad, but I know 2021 is going to be a good year. I hope I get to uni. I hope for COVID can get on this bike for us to get this fight in the summer. And yeah, I just encourage people to talk to each other, say how we feel to each other, and I need to do that more. I'm just happy. I'm sad, but I'm happy in the place I know I'm gonna be at, because, like I said, 2 years ago, I didn't want to see the next day. Didn't want to wake up, you know. But now I do. I just aspire the next day. I see what's about. I do different things. So yeah, just speak to people, guys, and you know, in my opinion, don't want to reflect my opinion onto other people, or rather influence my opinion on people. But generally, I think 90% of people are pricks, and for lack of a better term, I could think of other words, but generally, like, even though I think I'm surprised how much tidy people I've met, people my age in school, people I didn't even know existed before this year. Even some school teachers are really like genuine people. And there's a lot of genuinely nice people out there. Are you surprised? But always keep your mind open. Even though you might be negative, you might dislike that person or something, like I do, doesn't mean you always have to write them off, you know. That's what I do too much. But yeah, guys, if you want to see another one of these, I can go even more into depth. I'm not going to go too into depth. I was just a little bit. But yeah, if you want to see more of these, or you know, most of my viewers are you know me in person, want to talk to me, you know where I am. I'm sure there's my links to some socials are in the about section on the channel, so if you want to get in touch with me through either a YouTube message, then it's up to you whether you want to talk. I advise you to talk, and I'm here to listen. But if you want me to go more into depth, I can. And yeah, see you guys.